We finished week 1. In week 1, we learned about meditation, how to do meditation, what happens in meditation, and how to handle the thoughts, the awareness, and what happens when we receive energies, and what is the body-mind connection. So many basics we have covered, which are very, very important for any beginner to start meditation. So now, in our meditations, let us go to the next level. What is this next level? We all know that we have conscious and subconscious minds. And conscious mind is only the tip of the iceberg. The subconscious is what controls. And this subconscious mind is a programmed mind. We don't know how we are programmed that way, we don't remember, but subconscious mind dictates everything. And that's what we are trying to look at more carefully in this week. So friends, when you sit for meditation, most of you are already out of sleep. Most of you are able to be aware, awake. I can see that. Now, when you are with breath, if anything that is unpleasant or pleasant, doesn't matter, whatever it is, anything that comes out, be aware of it, but continue with your breath. Okay? Don't go with those things. Just be aware of it and just move on. Okay? So this week we are going much deeper. So we will do full 40 minutes of meditation every day and preparing you for a deeper level. So let's start. The basics are same. Sit comfortably. Thanks to all those who have their videos on. Take your spectacles off. And let us slowly get into the non-doing. Step by step. Let us start with the body. Sit comfortably, clasp your fingers, cross your feet. And close your eyes. We are sitting for meditation, not to achieve anything, but to attain a lot of wonderful things, which can be attained only with the help of non-doing, only by relaxing, only by being our true and natural self. So please relax as totally as you can. Start with the body. Let every cell in the body relax. Give it some time. Relaxing is not an activity. It's dropping all the activity that we are doing. So one by one, every activity that we are consciously doing, we will drop. No deliberation. And see how body is breathing today. Body and breath, the best friends throughout the life. Now let us add awareness to the group. Make sure you're totally relaxed before you get to breath. No hurry, no worry. Watch your mind while getting into meditation. Is it ready to get dropped? Or is it thinking about meditation? Thinking about meditation is not meditation, it's thinking. Drop that and be an observer of the breath that is happening right now. At the belly region or at the nostrils. No regulating breath, just witnessing it. We are not breathing, body is breathing. We are mere observers. Pay attention to each inhalation and exhalation as totally as you can, keeping it 100% natural without interfering. Ana, Pana. In breath and the out breath. Pure relaxation. In Sukhasana, purely observing the breath and your fins. No visualization, no thoughts, no analysis. No future, no past. This breath, normal, natural. Please don't go with thoughts. Come back again and again and again to the breath. Normal, natural inhalation and exhalation. Anapanasati. Be with your breath. Don't go with thoughts. Get back to breath. Normal, natural, soft, and easy breath. One with the breath and be just continues. Okay, my dear friends. Slowly come back. Please take your time. When you're ready, unclasp your hands. Place your fingers on your eyes for 5 to 10 seconds. You can slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for the day 8 of meditation. Very sorry if you could not hear the instructions in between. Some people could not hear the instructions, but as I have prepared you in the beginning, all I would say is come back to breath. So please keep coming back to breath, even if you don't hear the instructions. The instructions are only to remind you not to get lost and to keep you with breath. So let's welcome today's speaker is none other than Sunil himself. So he's coming up with a beautiful topic which is related to the subconscious mind. Go ahead, Sunil. Over to you.
Thank you, Sampath. Am I audible now? Okay.
Yes.
Let me share my screen. Is that visible, my screen? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So, friends, today during day 8, it is very important for us to understand what is actually going on. So, we have a beautiful story, Sagar Manthan, to talk about, and let's see how Sagar Manthan is related to our journey today. I'm sure most of us will be aware of this story. I'm not getting into the actual story, but we are trying to relate how this is playing a very important role in our journey. Sagar Manthan. All right. So the very reason we are meditating is for the self transformation to attain, seek spiritual knowledge. So this itself is a churning process, according to Sagar Manthan's the story. So this requires the integration of both positive and negative aspects of human personality. So in the spiritual practice, the impurities and evil nature also play an important role by creating barriers and difficulties. They challenge the practitioners like us to improve their methods to strengthen their resolve and character. So, as long as a yogi is vulnerable to them, he cannot progress on the path. So, this is beautifully explained in the story of Sagar Manthan. So, the whole process of Sagar Manthan is the self transformation process of human personality. So, let's see how that is. So, for this self transformation, a churn is inevitable. Okay, now let's get into the characters, the role players of this story. Gods and demons. So, these are nothing but the good and the bad. The participation of both signify that when humans seek liberation through spiritual science, they have to integrate and harmonize both subtle and gross bodies in them and harness both positive and negative energies for the common goal. So we all have good and bad in us. Ocean of milk, also known as Shir Sagar, This represents the mind. The whole ocean is the mind, and those intermittent waves that comes and goes are all thoughts and emotions. Mount Mandhara, this stands for concentration. Man is nothing but mind, and Dhara is nothing but a single line, concentration. The tortoise, the tortoise stands for withdrawal of mind and senses into oneself, which is essential to practice meditation. The serpent Vasuki, this represents the desire or intention. Now the Manthan, one of the main activity. This represents the overall spiritual transformation or the purification of mind and the body. Halahal, the great poison. We all know what is coming out once the churning is happening. The very first thing that happens is this halahal. So this represents all the negativity that surfaces in your consciousness when you begin spiritual science. So it is the instability of the body and mind as a counter reaction against one's spiritual practice. Then comes Lord Shiva, who symbolizes the ascetic principle, the destroyer of illusion, inwardly detached, pure, and austere. It also means gaining control over the mind through the breath control. Then the divine objects. This stands for spiritual power or perfections. And then lastly, Dhanvantri, who comes up. And so this represents signifying the spiritual success that can be achieved only when the body and mind are in perfect state of health, the one who bought that Amrit. Then Mohini, the delusion of mind in the form of pride and ego, also symbolizes the power of Maya. Now, this is the last hurdle one has to overcome in spiritual life before experiencing the self realization. And finally, Amrit, which liberates us and leads us into self realization. Okay, now let's do a recap of the whole story. We are aware of all the role players. So, at the point when this Manthan started, which is nothing but the self transformation. So, remember day zero, just before joining this course, or whenever you started your journey of meditation. So, we are all seeking for this self transformation. So when we started from day one from meditation, that is when we all started getting, we all have these bad and good qualities, pure, positive and negative thoughts coming in. So gods and demons firmly held the serpent Vasuki, that is nothing but desire, as a rope and churned the ocean of milk, which is nothing but the mind, with the assistance of Mount Mandhara, nothing but the concentration. So, what is happening here is when we are sitting for meditation, we get swayed between this positive and negative and lot of thoughts and emotions like waves getting on and on and on and on. So Mount Mandhara's purpose is to bring it into a concentration. But concentration is not possible because you're already swaying with all this positive, negative, and a lot of emotions, turbulences going on. So that is when Indra came and got under the sea in the form of a tortoise and gave a support to the concentration. So that's the withdrawal of senses. That's the meditation activity, which through which we are bringing the concentration to keep it upright. Now, while we sit for meditation, what is happening? I'm sure most of us would have already posed a lot of questions. I'm getting a lot of thoughts. This is not happening. A lot of disturbances, a lot of emotional issues coming up. So these are nothing but the negativities that is surfacing up. So let's just quickly get to the story. The primary thing to manifest was halahal, nothing but the negativities. That is when Lord Shiva came, that is the self-discipline, and gulped it. So again, the churning began. So what is happening when we sit for meditation? The very first thing that comes is a lot of thoughts coming up, surfacing. So these are all these can be classified as negativities. And Sampath often says, whenever you get into such a lot of thoughts, come back to breath, come back to breath. That is nothing but Lord Shiva. You are giving a self discipline to yourself, and you are aligning yourself to the breath. So when we start observing the breath, it's as good as gulping those negativities, just vanishing them. Whenever you get thoughts, come back to breath. Thoughts, come back to breath. Let's see what happens further. Again, churning began. Divine objects showed up. That is nothing but perfections. So these are some of those good experiences, beautiful experiences. It also includes out of body experiences or peace, calm, serene, all those good experiences that you can think of. So these are perfections. These are precious things which we take forward in our journey. Lastly, what happens? Dhanvantri appears with the bowl of Amrit. So that's Dhanvantri is related to health and physical well-being, and Amrit is liberation. So as per the story, once the Amrit, when you take Amrit, you are immortal. So that's when you feel, okay, I got Amrit, and I'm going to be immortal now. I'm going to be liberated or self-realized. So while this is happening, that's when Mohini appears. And Mohini is, uh, as per the story, we are trying to relate to pride and ego. So we feel, okay, we have achieved something, we have clinged on to something. So the purpose of Mohini as pride and ego is a delightful lady to delude the demons, and that's when the Amrit got, that is the self-realization, disseminated to the gods. So this pride and ego comes, and if we get swayed into it, you're again in trouble. So the very important message we want to, bring out from this beautiful story is people should not throw away the precious opportunity by pursuing evil desires or engaging in selfish actions under the spell of this Maya. They should practice meditation, cultivate divine qualities, work towards liberation without becoming deluded or distracted, and without even losing their focus on liberation. So all that this is the crux of this story, where in our journey of transformation with this meditation technique, all we have to do is stay focused, practice, and be with the breath, and rest everything will be taken care of. So that ends the narration of story and connecting that to Anapanasati meditation. Thank you so much. Over to you, Sampath.
Thank you very much, Sunil. This is very, very relevant at this point of time. Once you start meditation, usually people think that meditation is always peaceful. It is going to be a very pleasant journey. But what happens is actually it starts with the peace on the periphery, but slowly when you go deep, you see that there is already a lot of accumulation, there are a lot of negatives within. So with all that inside, you cannot be truly peaceful. Peace on periphery is not the real peace. Inner peace is the real peace. So then starts the freeing process. First, identifying your own negatives. First, to be in a state to see the negative and witness it, just like Shiva. If the poison comes or the Amrit comes, ambrosia, be in a neutral state. Whatever comes out, witness it. Just be there, accept it, and move on. So don't get into a state, oh my God, there's so much of negativity in me, so much of pain in me. I'm meditating, but still it is not, I'm not in the right state. No, that is already there within, and you are becoming conscious of it. Don't be judgmental about yourself. And see that only by seeing it, observing it, you will become free from it. Observation is the only way to become free from your own negativities, not reacting. So when you see something very negative within you, a lot of pain, a lot of negative qualities, any negative quality, you just see it. Detach from what you're seeing. Don't become that. be the observer and just watch it. And it will slowly go away. And that's the process that we need to undergo in meditation. And in deep meditation, when you're really doing deeper meditation, this is an inevitable thing to have. So, not just judging yourself, but I suggest don't judge others also. Because if you judge others, you will judge yourself also. So, accept that everything is a creation of God, good, bad, everything is creation of God. And be neutral. We are in the Eightfold Path, we talked about Shila, being good and doing good. That is very much required so that we can attain peace. So don't impose on others or judge others. That will not help you. That will again spoil your peace. So you be good and do good and free yourself from the negativities. And that's the process. And it starts with the poison, ends with Amrit. Starts with the death, which means body consciousness. When you start meditation, you start with the body consciousness. I am this. And the end product is the knowledge that you are eternal. You have no death. That is enlightenment. Knowing that you don't die, actually. The body has death. So you don't have death. So that is Amrit. Becoming soul conscious and knowing that you are soul. That is the purpose of meditation. That is the purpose of spirituality. The ultimate purpose. Thank you so much, Sunil, for bringing up this topic, which is very, very, very important and relevant at this point. Thank you.
My pleasure.
You again.
Yes, my pleasure. All right, thank you. We have few questions pending from the previous day's session. So let me take questions from the previous day, Sampath. Okay, there was a question in the past asked by Shirish. Is it necessary that we need to know the stages that we have achieved during our meditative state?
Not necessary. Suppose I am starting from Bangalore to Hyderabad. I don't need to know what all towns and cities that come on the way. But there's nothing wrong in knowing. I go through Chikballapur, I go through Anantapur, Kurnool. So I know that, yeah, I have reached this point. But even without knowing that, I'll reach Hyderabad.
All right, thank you. Next question was from Ravi. When I am doing meditation, sometimes only my body was light. Sometimes only my body was very light, pleasant. I can understand. I feel that I will be able to continue. But within minutes, it's all gone. I am normal again. How can I continue like that?
Why do you want to continue? Why are you getting attached to a particular kind of experience? No, don't stick to any experience because you will get stuck there. Just be the one who is observing, be the observer. Don't stick to the experiences, don't get attached to them. That's not the right thing to do. Please move on.
Right. Thank you. Rahul K had this question. What is the mind? Kindly explain. I know we had touched upon this, but still in short and sweet.
From where should we answer this? From which dimension?
It's a vast topic by itself.
Yes, that's why we have Sagar sir coming up with mind to matter sessions. He's starting his sessions tomorrow. He starts with the ego and pain body, which touches upon the mind, and then he takes us into the mind to matter subject. So we'll keep this question so that we can give the complete answer.
Yes, yes. Raghavendra had this question. I have experienced jerks while doing meditation at Pyramid Valley, even just sitting at King's Chamber. Please explain what is happening inside which creates these jerks.
This happens anywhere, need not be in Pyramid Valley. But Pyramid Valley and inside the pyramid, you have lots of energy here, and a lot, thousands and lakhs of people have meditated at one place. So you get the state very fast, and the state of receiving energy, when the energy is going within, that's your body's response to the incoming energy. It need not happen to all, but initially it happens. It happened to all of us. So just watch it, move on. Those jerks will stop. It's not a problem at all. And don't even stick to that. Just see it. Jerks have happened. That's natural, and the energy goes with it. So you just move on.
Right. Thank you. Neha had this question: how should we avoid the external stimuli, not to direct our awareness towards it?
You should be aware of everything, right? Stimuli will be there from mostly outside. So what we are practicing here is not reacting to it and having control of our awareness. We we don't react to it. We are the masters of our awareness and attention. So we should attain the point where we can exercise the choice. Do I want to pay attention to it or not? Okay.
Right.
So, for example, we can take today's thing that, you know, during meditation, I was giving an instruction which was not audible, maybe, okay, to some. So you have a choice there whether to continue meditation or to react saying, oh my God, I'm not able to hear this. All you're doing is, you're taking a decision there whether to react or to go with your meditation and continue your journey with breath, right? So everyone has that point where they can exercise the choice and choose the direction of their awareness energy. So please practice more, and you will see that that moment where you have a choice, that moment will become every moment for you. Every moment you are in control of your reality, whether to send your attention to a required thing or an unrequired thing. If you want to, you will. So you will be the master. So with practice that comes. So be identified with the observer, and then you will get complete control over the doer side of you.
Okay. Thank you. Um, Tanishka had this question: why we want to hear music while doing meditation?
Most of the participants, uh, a certain percentage at least, there will be a lot of negative things within mind that that are disturbing. So a pleasant music will help our subconscious to forget about those things for that moment during meditation, and it will help us to be with the breath. There is nothing to listen to music. What will you listen? The instruments. So there is nothing to learn from there or to focus there. It is just passively being with yourself while the music is playing on, so that we be free from the negative thinking. Music helps in getting into peace, into silence more beautifully.
Thank you. Next is just a share. It's not a question, but I thought it is important to pick it up. Radha had posted this. It's very beautiful experience and very pleasant every morning. This credit goes to all my gurus. I want every day these positive words, not only for 21 days, but also for lifelong. Thank you so much, my respected gurus. Well, this is, of course, a comment, beautiful comment. But the question here is, yes, we all aspire for being positive and stay away from all negatives. But still, life has its ways and turns, and these you may or may not go through that path. So it's a paradox. So could you throw some light, Sampath? Because everybody aspire for it, but life throws its own tantrums and things just happen.
First of all, she's Radha, right?
Yes, Radha.
Thank yourself first before anyone else, because you are creating this reality for yourself. You are the one who has created this meditation session for yourself, right? So you are creating everything. And Sunil, life does not throw anything, we attract it. That's what we are going to realize. So we start like a meditator, but we end like a master. So master is the one who understands that everything that is created in his life or her life is created by self. So knowing that and then living that truth is the path of master.
Thank you, Sampath. I have a question for myself from Ardhi. Thank you, masters. Just want to ask, those demons are asuras, isn't it? Yes, the demons and asuras, they are one and the same from the context. Yes. Okay, it's just time up, 7:16. Shall we take one last question, Sampath?
Yes, definitely. We'll finish the questions today.
Okay. So Bharat Kumar had this question. What happens when you manipulate or force breath during meditation?
You are still in doing. If you are doing that, you are not getting into a non-doing state. So come out of it. Become an observer. You don't have to do anything in observation. You are naturally an observer, but your thinking disturbs your observer state. So that's what we are trying to change in meditation. From thinker and from deliberation to getting into a non-doing observation state. So don't do anything mentally, just see it. Meditation, the purpose of meditation is to see things. Meditation does not even give us truth. Meditation gives us the ability to see truth. Without meditation, we are blind in some way. So you will know after meditation that you will start seeing things, why of the things, what of the things. And so for that to happen, you should stop your doing first. As long as you are doing, there are waves on the lake. There is no stillness. You can't see deep. So,
Correct.
so
Correct.
please be an observer and keep witnessing things. Don't get into action.
Thank you, Sampath. Abhijit had this question. How does meditation help deal in seizures?
That I don't know people with seizures if they are meditating. Uh, is that see that is something which needs to be taken up by a medical doctor. We will get an answer for this. Not at this point. Please keep the questions.
Yeah, thank you. Can you please suggest a few books to read? Shalini had asked this question. I think we can give a list of books in the chat or something, right? Sampath? There are so many, plenty of books to read.
Yes, there are wonderful books, and book reading is important, but not at this point of time for beginners. What I suggest is wait for 2, 3 days. We are going to have a session on how important and what kind of role book reading, the spiritual book reading, the Swadhyaya plays in this journey. But right now, till at least we have Patriji, day 12. Please focus on meditation. We will talk about Swadhyaya and the list of books that we need to read.
Thank you. We have few more questions. It's 7:18. What do you think, Sampath?
All right,
Maybe a couple of.
we'll take it in the later sessions.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you all very much, my dear friends. And with this, we end this day 8 of Anapanasati meditation. We'll all resume again tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Indian Standard Time. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Good night. Bye-bye.